Hey guys, so today we're doing an Impressionism look. My color and design class assignment was basically to create an Impressionist look, so I decided why not take my love for makeup and make it work for this project. So all I'm using for this look is MAC paint sticks, and I can list all the colors down below. But all I'm really doing is I'm going to be using different brushes of different sizes and textures and patting different colors all over my face. The way I went about choosing which colors to go where is basically for highlights, I kept the colors light. I put a base down of like a cream color, and then I'm going to go in with orange for all the spaces in between where you'd usually highlight and contour, because I'm going to go over next with yellow for the brightest highlight. And that's really all I'm going to be doing. You're going to notice that I just keep in a dot patting motion. I keep dotting these colors all over my face. And there's nothing too specific about it. There's nothing too particular. There's nothing too planned. I like looks like this because you don't really have to think too hard about it. You just plop the color on and no one can tell you did it wrong because the goal was to, just do it in a random order. So now I'm going to be going in with the yellow, and I'm just going where you usually highlight the face. So the middle of the forehead, the temples, under the eyes, the cheekbones, my cupid's bow, my chin. And as you can see, as I go through different variations of brushes, I also switch up how harsh these little dots are going to be. So for the yellow, since this is the highlight, I tried, patting more rigidly. And there's really not too much to explain other than the fact that the order I did, it was light colors for highlights and dark colors for the shadow contour. Having eyebrows that are so dark, they're impossible to cover, but if you do have light eyebrows, this is going to be so cool if you could cover them with the paint. Alright, so now we're going in. This was a really small, dense brush, so it kind of gave me more of a line effect, but I didn't really mind it because these are the shadows of my face, the deepest parts, so I didn't mind that it was so harsh. So I figured purple was a good color. Later on I'm going to go in with more of a burgundy-like color to really define where the shadows go. But as you could see, like there's no boundaries. On my forehead I got a little funky on top of my left eye. It's fine. Where the crease would go, just slap some color in there. My smile lines, which are usually so defined, I figured I'd embrace them in this look. And it's kind of fun. Especially because if you work with these MAC paint sticks, their consistency is really so similar to acrylic paint, and it's just awesome. Your face is your canvas, and you can't mess this up. So I continued it onto my ears because I wanted the photos to be a full look. You're going to even see later I put paint in my hair. But I'm doing the same thing, just outlining the indentations of my ear with this purple, and then I'm going to go back later with some yellow to highlight. Don't wear earrings for this like I did. I ended up taking them out while I was taking pictures, or at least I took out my first hole earrings. There's all paint in them. Really not cool. Alright, so I got a little excited with these shadows. Almost done. Alright, let's see what color is next. Okay, so here's that burgundy color. For this, I went in really with small detail. Okay, let's speak English, Fina. I went in with really small detail. This was a fine brush, and I kind of just started cross hatching for my color and design class, where it's a lot of terminology that we learn, and my teacher really likes when we're able to back up our work with terminology. So when we were learning about contouring, cross hatching was a way that we learned artists contour. So I figured, haha, contouring on the face, I'm going to cross hatch. I'm also learning theatrical makeup in my hair history and styling class, and it's kind of funny. The way that we have to contour and shadow the face is very exaggerated because when you're on stage, the light usually flushes people out. And the way I did my nose, the way that I contoured my nose, or I guess really my whole face, looked so similar to the demo that we had in that class. It was so exaggerated. So I'm just still having some fun. Again, not being too particular. And I also bring it down my neck. I'm going to get to all my neck in this look. So also, I should mention, this is totally not sponsored or anything. I wish I was getting paid for this, but I just discovered this awesome app called I don't know if it's Baza Art or Baza Art or Bazart. But I used it and I took these photos that I took after this look and I just edited them into different design patterns, and they're so much fun. You could do letter cutouts, you can get rid of the background on your pictures, which I find nearly impossible most of the time unless you have Photoshop accessible to you. But this app just does it for you, and then you can paste in any other photo from your camera roll, and just, it's really funky. And if you check out my Instagram, you'll see these pictures posted, and they are so much fun to make. So definitely check that app out to create your own photos. Alright, so what have I done? I went in with a little more orange. I highlighted more of my neck with the yellow. Going in with some blue. I felt there was a color lacking, and I think it was blue. There was so much purple, and I wanted a variation. So I'm kind of just putting this in spaces I felt needed a different color other than purple, really, as you can see in between the yellow and the purple. And the rest is just popping color where I feel it be needed. Going in with the fun blue lip. Don't get this stuff in your mouth, guys. As I was taking pictures, I would notice in pictures with my teeth open, there'd be like a little bit of paint on my teeth. I don't really know. I'm sure it's not too toxic considering this is made for skin, but you probably don't want it in your mouth. So I'm just creating more shadows with the purple, and then I'm going to be going in, I'm not sure when I do it, but I go in with more yellow on my lips and I give it a good highlight. Kind of like the comic looks. I know a lot of people have been doing that for Halloween. The comic makeup, and like the pop art look, kind of looks like that. So I'm just dragging down the orange to make sure that when I take pictures, all of my neck out is covered with paint. So the one thing I do want to mention though is you're going to notice I come back with paint in my hair. I didn't use the paint sticks for that. I used MAC Chrome Cakes, and I just put a lot of water in them, so they were kind of, I don't know how to explain it. They weren't so much paint-like. If you add a little bit of water, the consistency is quite thick, but it was literally like watercolor, I guess is the best way to explain it, but still really pigmented. And I just brushed it all throughout my hair instead of using the really thick, opaque paint sticks. So here I am. This part literally makes me cringe inside. I hate stuff in my ears, but I had to get the paint in there. And you saw me highlight the tops of my ear, and now I'm just highlighting my lip. And then getting some paint in my lashes. Make sure you don't get this in your eye. I went yellow on my right eye, and then you're going to see I go in with some blue on my left eye. I think I liked the yellow eye better. You could see it more. The blue kind of blended in with my dark lashes. Still fun though. With flash up close, you could see more of the blue. So here it is, guys. And you could see that I've thrown that chrome cake paint in my hair. Here's just a general overview of what we're looking at. And it's crazy how your natural skin shines through, but it almost still looks like paint. You can't really tell the difference between a paint and your own skin. But this is something that's so easy and it's such a fun look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if you want to see more face paints like this one. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.